Good evening, guys. So I haven't titled the video. I'll wait till I'm done recording. But this is going to be the What You Need to Know video series, and this is for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, and I hope you guys are doing well. Just lighting some sage. 1 second. I'm going to let a few more people jump in here. This is not going to be a very long reading. It's just a quick energy update type of read. It's what you need to know. Cross watchers, you are most definitely welcome here, okay? I'm going to pick 3 cards from the Whispers of Love. And we're going to do some clarifying. All right, Scorpio, what do you need to know? Okay, this is a general reading. Okay, so just take what resonates, not the whole reading may not resonate. And if it's not your story, don't make it fit to be your story, okay? All right, so your 3 messages are embrace your emotions. We have spend quality time together. And then we have you are limitless. And then we have, as the overall combined energy, we have the unions of hearts. Didn't I just get these cards in another reading? I think this was a Patreon reading that I did. Yeah, I think this was a Patreon reading. I got 1, 2, 3, these 3 cards. I believe. I don't remember which sign got these cards. Actually, this was actually the Libra reading. Libra got you are limitless in this particular position. So some of you guys could be dealing with a Libra. Doesn't have to be someone rising person. Okay. So embrace your emotions. I feel like in the recent past, you have been very emotional. There's something that has really pulled on your heartstrings. It says allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. Yeah. There could have been a lot of purging or some sort of emotional reaction to a particular situation. Now, because we have the overall energy as the union of hearts, which is kind of like the 2 of cups, somebody has really made you feel vulnerable here. It feels like vulnerability, like, wow, you're feeling these emotions for someone. I want to say too, because this is an 18, this reduces to a 9. There could have been an ending recently, and you had to embrace your emotions of the ending. Wow, we have twin flames already. Yeah. I feel like there has been some sort of guilt or some sort of self-sabotaging. So this could be a twin flame union. Obviously, you guys were in separation with someone. Yeah. So it looks like there was a separation. There was a longing. There was an emotional purging, emotional releasing that took place. This feels like this is connecting to someone else too as well. That does feel a little bit of guilt because of the separation. Ooh, yeah. Somebody separated with you, or somebody is ending some sort of cycle with a third party, right? So this is why this energy is showing a very emotional time for you. Now, this could be your person of interest. This could be someone choosing a third party in the recent past. Whatever this is, something recently ended. There's a completion of a cycle, okay? And really, it pretty much, I mean, this is pretty much clear. Separation, external party, completion, okay? So this caused someone to be very emotional. So someone felt heavy guilt in regards to the separation. So the way I'm interpreting this energy for you guys is that somebody chose somebody else over you in the past and hurt you, and they feel guilty. I'm also seeing that this person may have been left or may have completed a cycle with a third party as well. And it's due to their own self-sabotaging behaviors. Let's see. Can we get another clarifier? Yeah, there was a rejection. Yeah. I feel like you were rejected by this person and they ended up getting rejected by the third party. So your energy update will be that this person is no longer with that person who they rejected you for, okay? That's for some of you guys. Some of you guys that are watching are the person that did the rejecting, and you could be feeling a little bit of regret. Okay, male or female. Can we get more energy? Yeah, a completion of a cycle. Someone was rejected. Can you tell me why? Because I'm seeing that there is a need for vulnerability here. There's a new phase of love coming in. There's a union of the hearts. So we have a very strong love connection that defies explanation here. So if you were waiting on a new phase, if you were waiting on someone to show you some affection, or this card says listen and talk to each other, if you were waiting on some sort of communication, presently, I feel like someone is really thinking about doing that now. But it looks like this person, or you, one or both of you, was in a, I feel like the sabotaging energy is this resistance, this closed off energy. I feel that this person had a hard time making a decision, again, because of self-sabotage, because of a third party, or because of certain obstacles. Somebody was stuck at a crossroads, thinking, reflecting, or needing to do some inner work or internal work on themselves, because I'm feeling like the self-sabotaging behavior is definitely reflecting this energy of an inability of being vulnerable. It could be because this person had a very, very difficult ending with a third party, and it's making them afraid. Or this could be you. You could have just ended something, or recently, or maybe in the past, you were put in a third party situation that ended. You went through your emotions, you went through your purging, your healing, and now you're being introduced to a new love, and you're a little bit intimidated, okay, not wanting to repeat an experience that was very painful. So that could be somebody's story out there, that there is somebody completely new, but this is going to be something completely different. Now, the reason why I'm saying that this could be someone from your past that made the choice to reject you, because I feel like this person feels guilty now. Can I get a clarifier on guilt? Yeah, this person has gotten some lesson, and the lesson is that whatever they did to you basically happened to them. They got the lessons of Jupiter. This is expansion. Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining. And I feel like whatever this lesson is, it is teaching someone to align, to demonstrate and express the values and belief, right? Or beliefs you've learned about love, be open to new ways. Yeah. I feel like someone now is being taught to be open, right? Because again, that vulnerability is messages coming through very strongly. So let's move on to spend quality time with each other. Can we get a clarifier on that, please? So it says listen and talk to each other. I feel like someone wants to come in and communicate. Yeah, someone wants to come out of their comfort zone here. Wow. Again, trust issues. This is a need to trust. Okay, it says in divine time that someone is going to communicate something to you, or they're going to express that they do want to get to know you. They want to talk. Okay, they want to spend time with you. So that's very clear. So the universe is saying, I need to trust in the divine plan. Come out of your comfort zone, okay? Divine time. This could be that divine timing is going to work out in your favor, or something in the near future is going to work out in your favor. I want some more clarifiers on take a chance, please. And just spend quality time. We have structure, foundation. What's going on with the structure? Now, this is a 9. This is a 46, which reduces to a 10. So there's a completion here. And then we have 4, which is an energy of stability. Something's being stabilized. Again, someone is thinking about their foundation. Someone's thinking about building a relationship, or maybe entertaining a new relationship. Again, we do have Union of Hearts. We do have the new love card here. And it says here, embrace an opportunity for love in your work prospects or for spiritual growth. And then we have be willing to express love. Someone wants to express love to you. Can we get some more clarification? Now, the forming structure card, solid foundation card, is my Emperor energy. Okay. Can we get another confirmation on spend quality time? Look, and then we have the Empress. Structure and nurture. We have a husband, we have a wife, or we have a father or a mother. or feminine and masculine. Wow. Wow. We have an epiphany. So we definitely have the Emperor and the Empress energy here. That is crazy. That is absolutely amazing. Can we clarify these two cards right here? Wow. There's something growing. Yeah. And if this is somebody that you have been in separation with, where there was a stalemate, with this fragile heart energy, I feel like this stalemate is going to come to an end, because you are going to be able to communicate your feelings. You are going to be able to spend time with this person in the near future. I'm also seeing too that this person may be entertaining someone new, or they're having a new phase. Because this is present energy, spending time with someone. We have a husband and a wife, a mother and a father, fragile heart, stalemate, and lessons of Mars, purely physical attraction. This feels like it could be a third party. Can we clarify what this is about? No, this is you assuming that this, okay, so what they're saying is that this person that's going to come towards you, you're going to need to allow vulnerability. Now, you may still have resentment, or you may have an expectation that this person's going to come in and only want something physical. But you be careful with that, because they're saying it's a dream. Okay, don't allow yourself to get disillusioned. Okay, based on the past, they're saying you need to forgive, because this person is going to want to build a structure. So this is what this masculine's intention is. I want to come in and build a solid foundation with you, and they're hoping that you can show them some compassion and nurture, because it looks like they're coming from a situation that was very stale. They're coming from a situation that lacked love, nurture. Okay. They're ready to embrace her emotions. They're ready to come towards you. I guess it's trying to reconnect. Let me know, okay? Because I'm not sure if you guys can hear me or not. Hi. Can you hear me? Okay, there it is. Okay. All right. Thank you. I was just going to check on my phone, because it just says it looked like everybody was falling off. All right. So they're saying this person's going to have an epiphany, and they're going to communicate. There's a communication. So we got epiphany, communication. Again, someone has to take off the rose-tinted glasses and be present in the present. So I feel like this is for you, feminine. I feel that you got to look at the situation from a different perspective. I think that you're going to automatically go to that place where you close off immediately. You resist, you guard your heart, because you're afraid. And I understand you are afraid, and that's understandable. You were hurt. But your thoughts, you have to mind these thoughts, okay? You have to mind these thoughts here. Let's see what's under it. We have a return of passion and play. We have this connection has a very telepathic, strong, this connection has a very strong empathic and telepathic soul bond. I feel like this is a soul tie too. This is talking about this other stalemate situation. With this parasitic symbiotic energy, I feel like this is the energy that was being expressed because of the fears, because of the fear of abandonment, or the fear of rejection, or being rejected multiple times. I feel like there was a lot of wounds because of past hurts. But they're saying that there is a mutuality that's coming in. But there was mirroring, and this was all part of your spiritual mission, because what the universe was trying to do was to get you to surrender these negative patterns. They wanted you to change these patterns in order for you to have a different result. And like I said in the Scorpio reading, that every lifetime you kept getting the same outcome, right? Because of these imprints, because of these wounds, because of resignation, quitting before you get to the finish line. But there is something unexpected that's going to take place, and you're being asked to retreat. Okay. I feel like this is describing some sort of a tower moment. Let me get a card on messages. Yeah. So there's too much distance to maintain this connection. This is what's happening. There's going to be a bridging of the gap. If there was a stalemate, if there was no communication, it is coming in. This is what they want you to know. Okay, some of you guys are at a distance. Some of you guys do live in a different country, a different state. Okay, you could have an online based relationship because we have travel here. I feel like someone has to travel to someone or is planning on traveling. So they're saying that with this communication card, you're going to bridge a gap in some sort of distance, some physical distance or emotional distance, and there is going to be a new beginning. Okay, but it will require you to let go of the past. Okay, time to move forward, risk and opportunity. Okay, someone has to listen to their intuition. So my red flag card is the intuition card because it says right here, it says trust your gut and your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Why? Because the intuition is trying to tell you that there is going to be a reconciliation. No matter how frustrated you are, no matter how tired, how exhausted. Yes, the universe is aware that you're losing hope and faith, but the universe is trying to give you signs, symbols, and synchronicities. Okay? So there's going to be a reconciliation, and someone's going to come in wanting another chance to make things right. And they're going to have a desire to do better. Let's see what's under it. Yeah. But this is going to trigger you. So they're warning you now so that you can handle this properly. Okay? No one's forcing you to do anything that goes against your own free will. But the universe is wanting you to come out of these illusions that have been keeping you stuck in a pattern. And these illusions look like, I'm going to close my heart off because it's the only way I could protect myself. What you're telling the universe is that you don't trust yourself enough to interact with people. It is, I'm not going to work through the emotions. I'm not going to do the work. I'm just going to avoid. I'm just going to avoid. And a lot of people think that that is healing. I'm healed because I'm avoiding everybody, or I'm healed because I'm avoiding that one person. But what about when you encounter someone new? Did you heal enough so that you can have a different experience? A lot of people don't. A lot of people keep repeating the same patterns. And they don't realize that it's toxic. They in their mind feel that this is the only way that they can, I guess they feel like this is the only way that they can prevent themselves from being heartbroken. But what happens is when you resist the flow, when you resist lessons, when you resist guidance from the universe is gently nudging us along on our path. And when we are in so much resistance and we don't want to relinquish control, allow the universe to bring in these lessons, to bring in these experiences, to help our soul's evolution, our growth. What happens is you become very stagnant. Your life becomes stagnant. Your life becomes very imbalanced. You become very dissatisfied. Things become lackluster. Things don't grow. It's just like water that doesn't flow, right? What happens when water is not flowing? It becomes stagnant. It becomes cloudy, and then it starts to smell. It starts to get thick because there's no movement. So a lot of times when we're like, I'm shutting off my heart, I'm not letting anybody in. Yeah, I mean, for at some point it is healthy to isolate yourself just to give yourself some space, but then it can become very healthy. I've been there. I've been in stagnation. I've lived my life on autopilot for years. I've gone through years of celibacy. I've gone through long phases of being single. And my life was very lackluster. My life was very complacent, boring, right? Just living. No, what's the word? Surviving. I don't want to say surviving because I feel like stability wise, I was good. I was in a good space at that time in my journey. But I think emotionally, I was very unavailable. I was very closed off. And I did have suitors. It was just that I didn't have that faith in myself to be able to allow myself to engage in another relationship. I felt that I was better off, right? And a lot of us get to that point. I'm just better off just being by myself, right? I could do bad all by myself. But what you exchange for that is, you have to really be honest with yourself when you take that route. Now, at some point, it got routine. And that's when it kind of gets a little unhealthy, when it becomes very routine, when you don't want to come out of your comfort zone. you're missing opportunities. What people don't understand is that opportunities are fleeting, and sometimes an opportunity has to come through another person. Okay. And when you're not interacting with people, when you're a homebody, you're not going out, you're not socializing, you are closing off yourself to opportunities for growth, for expansion. Um, Conversation can get you to the next level. Sometimes knowing the right person or connecting to the right people. Um, so it's just a lot of things that come with that. So you have to be okay with the fact that you can really cause a lot of delay in your process or to your destination, right? Because we don't have a destination. And I can think back, and see a whole bunch of missed opportunities. A whole bunch. I'm not just talking about romantic missed opportunities. I could tell you a bunch of those too. I'm just talking about in general. A lot of opportunities that were missed because I was completely closed off and I wasn't doing the work that was necessary. I was getting over because I was, like I said, non-committal. So I got over people quickly. Like when people like was wasting my time, what I wasn't realizing is that the core issue was my fear of rejection that affected other areas of my life. Because sometimes we just think, oh, it's just love, but it will affect other areas of your life. Because if you have a rejection wound, it will make you fearful of going after the job you want, going after the position you want, going after the promotion. It will affect you in all areas of your life because the core wound that the universe is trying to help you heal is rejection. And rejection is broad, right? Rejection doesn't have to be limited to, I always get rejected by lovers. It could be my friends reject me, my coworkers, my peers, right? I feel rejected by my family. I feel rejected by society. So it can really create a lot of stagnation around you. So that's why um, this is why the universe is saying, um, get out of those unhealthy cycles of stagnation. Because sometimes the unhealthy, toxic behavior is allowing yourself to become very stagnant, allowing yourself to be so stuck in the south node, and you're just living the fated path. And your life is just, life is just passing you by on autopilot. And what you're meant to experience, what you're meant to do, you're not really doing. And so that's why you hear a lot of people when they get into their older years, right? There's when you get into your more mature years, that's sometimes you hear a lot of people graduating from college at 50, or finally doing that one thing that they always wanted to do at 60, finally opening up that business at 7. You know what I mean? So sometimes it takes people longer to get it. Sometimes it takes people well into their late 50s, and in their retirement years to start taking their life by the reins and taking risk. Okay. So part of this particular storyline requires a risk on your part and on your person's part. Okay. And this risk is about being vulnerable. Part of this vulnerability requires space. And the space, there's that embrace your emotions. The space needed requires a lot of purging of baggage, all kinds of baggage, okay? Not limited to one thing, not limited to, my ex-boyfriend broke up with me and I'm holding on to that. It could be childhood things, all types of trauma. So these are the obstacles that you were basically overcoming. It says here, obstacles are blessed opportunities for growth. Both partners have the will and the desire and the will to overcome. So this is a very beautiful message. And this is what I was talking about. New patterns. Not repeating the same cycle. Learning your patterns and learning to change them. So I see a lot of people that have abandonment issues perpetuate these patterns by cutting people off, cutting people off immediately. Okay, sabotaging every single relationship, trying to find something wrong, or jumping in too fast and having high expectations too quickly. Just different things that come up. So let's get back into this. So there is going to be some sort of opportunity in the future. Now, what you're being told is that you are limitless. So again, I use the example of rejection just to kind of connect with some of you guys on what this pattern could look like. I'm using rejection because that's one of my fears. Okay. We all have these fears of being rejected. But you are limitless is about overcoming the fear and feeling limitless. You know, what's the opposite of limitless? Limited. So whatever makes you feel limited in life, whether it be in your love, your relationships with your family and friends or partners, or finances and career, whatever the limits are, you're having to really dissect why you feel limited there, right? To say you have a fear of failure. Why do you have this fear? What is the limitation? Where's the limitation coming from, right? So they're wanting you to create new patterns, and they're wanting you to look at something through doing honest investigation. And this is also saying that your person's watching you. Okay, but honest investigation is going to get you to this energy of expansion with Jupiter. Jupiter is the ruler of the ninth house, and Sagittarius energy is very courageous. Some of you guys are definitely dealing with a Sag, right? Sagittarius energy is very courageous. It's the truth seeker. It's higher. It's a higher sense of learning. But I'm not talking about intellectual or intelligence from what you've learned from school or something you read out of the book. I'm talking about this learning is through your life experiences, right? It is, there is an education here, right? We're in Earth school, so there is a learning, an expansion of awareness, an expansion of your thought process, an expansion in just how you see things, right? No longer limiting your view of life, of your life, no longer thinking small, no longer being small, right? Or feeling small. This is an expansion of your life. Jupiter also brings in blessings. And again, we have a reference to a new beginning. We have a reference to a new love, a new cycle in love. So this is very nice. Let's see what's under it. Again, divine timing. So we have a timestamp. Again, why? Because there's still a stalemate to overcome. Here's the new beginning, Ace of Wands. This could be the other person. Some of you guys are definitely dealing with a Sag. Could be a Leo, could be an Aries as well. Again, this person has to come out of this pattern of repressed shame, guilt, and regret. So there's a masculine here that may have strong fire in their chart. They want a renewal and they want a commitment. It's right here. I want a renewal and I want a commitment. I want a renewal and I want a commitment, right? But the pattern is I'm non-committal. Because if this is the new pattern, commitment, renewal, Ace of Cups, which is water energy, which is just emotions, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and then higher self. This means that this is the higher, right? Higher version of the thought process, the way they articulate emotions or the way they express what they feel is coming from a higher octave, right? So you may hear this, you don't hear this often, but higher octave. So octaves are, could be correlated to dimensions, right? Different octaves of a frequency. A way I could simplify that would be passion. So passion has very intense, and it could be very dark. It could be anger. It could be very light and very high in octave as love, right? So there is going to be a very intense transmutation of a situation here. So I want to throw one more card on this higher self energy. They're wanting you to come out of this space of feeling less than, attract, set your intentions high, know that you deserve to receive love, joy, and happiness. They're really surrounding this around your masculine. I feel like your masculine I feel like you're farther along in this process of self-worth. I feel like you have a reference point of your worth now, because you don't have a choice at this point. We're not going to always be 100%. I love myself every single day, but I definitely feel like you are in a space of I love myself enough to make better decisions. I love myself enough not to do this, not to do that. Your integrity level may be way different from this. Your masculine. Your masculine may not be operating from the octave. They could still be in the shadow energy, but your spirit guides are wanting to know that they are assisting this person. So this is why there is divine intervention. This is why there's a delay, but they're helping this person to make these necessary changes. Again, courage is very important here, because I think that that's why you are limitless is important, because that means that there is no limits, and that does correlate with the energy of courage. There's nothing stopping you or him. Okay, so let's see. Let's get a final message. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this was helpful. I hope that you are getting clarity. So what's the final message? I want wow. Twin flame. Absolutely. 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 This is perfect, because this is what this is about. This is about becoming an energetic match, because a lot of people don't understand the whole twin flame terminology. Twin flame is yin and yang, right? Yin and yang, rather. And you must become whole, okay, and be at a higher octave. And they must become whole and be at a higher octave. And you guys must have the same shared beliefs, goals, values. You must energetically be on the same page, right? Yes, there's a connection. Yes, it's intense. Yes, you love each other, but you guys are not on the same page. Things are not mutual. Things are not being reciprocated. You may not be communicating with this person right now. You could be in separation with this person right now. They're on a different path. They're avoiding a path. So this is saying there is going to be some sort of mutuality coming in. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. So you're being asked to imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room. Remember, I talked about space, creating room for new opportunities. This is what they're saying. The universe is allowing you the space to clear all of this bullshit up. And this is really mostly for your masculine, because I feel like you've been doing this, right? I feel like your masculine is now starting to do this shit, because they've been avoiding this whole time. I think they're now embracing, because when you go through the dark night of the soul, when you go through the healing, it's hard, it's painful, it's ugly, it's devastating, it's tormenting. We've been there, we've been doing that. You know what I'm saying? Us feminists, we've been doing that. So they're starting to allow this change to take place, and you're being asked to be patient. They're still doing some bad things, or what we consider bad. There's no real good or bad choices. No good choice, no bad choice. Everything is to expand our awareness. I feel like what I mean by that is they may still be engaging in old patterns still. But give them some time. They may reach out. Yeah, it says choose love. If this person reaches out, be authentic. Be authentic. Be real and true to who you are and how you feel. Okay, be authentic. And if they reach out and they're still offering you something that you've already learned, unless let's just say they're offering you something very one-sided, but you've already learned that lesson. Do what you know is right. Okay? Don't be in an energy of feeling like I have to make this particular decision because I might lose my opportunity. No, you make your decisions based on what your heart is telling you to do. Don't go backwards. Okay, so be authentic. And it says take a chance on love. Yeah, so when this situation or opportunity comes in, you're being asked to take this chance. Okay, take this leap. All right, so that is your message. This was beautiful. Just keep working on yourself. Don't give up hope and faith if this is what you really want. I've been in a really, I've been in a space and I'm doing a lot of purging. I've been really purging and really just feeling, I don't know, that Mercury retrograde really just brought in a lot of things that I needed to kind of bring, get out of my system. So I'm not complaining about it because, again, I know that it's all part of the process. I just feel like right now for me, in my particular journey, I still feel like I need the room to really just be disconnected from this whole thing. I feel like a lot of us feel like we just need a little space. And even though we are in separation, there's still that lingering feeling of that tug on the cord, right? And it's almost like you feel like it's inescapable. It's like every time you turn around, there's this a reminder, of this, especially if you've been in an energy of trying to move away from it. I think that it's more intense for the people that have been trying to sever or walk away or convince themselves that it's not what it is. You know what I mean? I think that your masculine is definitely going through that. Your masculine has tried to detach, and the universe is making it very difficult for them to detach. They're being reminded. Yeah. They want to know if you're happy without them. See? I remember every detail of that day. Yeah, you guys were definitely too young. I feel like, again, I can't stop thinking about you. Yeah, and I'm starting to understand our connection. I think that this energy here, we both know I'm not the one for you, is that self-doubt, is that core wound of, I don't feel good enough. At the very core, I feel everybody, both masculine and feminine, are really healing this wound of not feeling good enough, not feeling deserving. I feel like this person doesn't feel like they deserved you at some point. So they sabotage the connection, but they're starting to understand the connection. So, that's what matters. All right, thank you guys. I'm going to come back with the next video, and I will talk to you then. Okay. So I'll title this video now, and then hopefully, I don't know. I think I should do an extended, but I'm not sure yet. If I do an extended, it probably will be posted tomorrow. All right, bye.